Hi, this is Maya with the WDC. I'm here today with Michael Makar of Makar Limo. He's going to talk to us about his journey being a driver, a limo owner driver today. And so I want to hand it over to Mr. Makar. And would you please let us know how you started this journey and when you started your business?
I started my business back in 2017 as a ride-share driver, and then later on, I I learned more about the business. Then started my own LLC, as which is Machar Limo, and it has been around since 2022, and we are successful. Just sometimes it's difficult to access to capital, and that's the thing that we are facing. And the business help a lot, in the public transportation daily. I work almost every day, and also I have a young family that I take care of. I have two boys and two girls. That's uh, that's how I started a business.
What areas does your limo company cover? And if someone wanted to get in touch with you to hire you, how would they do that?
We usually either phone calls, because I have a business card that distribute around to people. Um, for since I started it, I give people my business card. I go to hotels and handle my business to adult dormants, and also I had a website before, but I couldn't afford it that much because it's expensive. So I discontinued to use Yelp, Um, but on the same time, it's just we are there. People call us, either friends of customers or families members. It's always you never know who's gonna use your ride, but we are 24 hours business.
Did it take a lot of money to start your business? Or since you were already driving for Uber and Lyft, did you just continue to use that vehicle, but then, like you said, move out on your own and then start just networking with different people to get customers?
Yeah, it's cost a lot to start it, because using Uber is a regular vehicle. It's not luxury, and all it requires is 20 some thousands, to be able to get a car loan, or you can go a little bit higher than that, 30. But this type of business is more than 100,000 to start, and that's how I started it. I started it with business that has to do with Uber, as a third party, and then I saved up and started my own. But it's still not enough. We're struggling to survive. Yeah.
Okay, just so that I'm making sure I'm clear, when you're a limo business owner, you have to have a different type of vehicle than you do when you're driving for Uber. And your insurance is different, and so you have higher costs and different things like that. Oh, just make sure I'm clear. And then I also want to let everybody know that you represent the drivers here, the African drivers, or the African drivers here in Denver. And you mentioned in your last statement that it's hard because you have a lot of barriers, like a lack of access to capital. And I've been hearing about the insurance costs are really high, the liability insurance costs. So can you talk about that too?
Yeah, that's we've been trying to trying to make sure that we afford the insurance, the commercial insurance, because it's costly. The state of Colorado has not been when it comes to insurance. I don't think they really understand how we struggle with that. Like if you have a ticket, your insurance go more than $1,000, and you just have one vehicle. If you have two cars, that's more than $2,000, and also if the maintenance, all that come along with it. And we also pay. Um, some people have Limo and Uber on the side, and also you have to pay Uber insurance, and that's also obstacle for a lot of folks, and that's why I always trying to help in my little label that I can, because it's not easy. The communication barriers are huge, in our community. So we collaborate with a different organization like CIW, is the right share union. Still, it's required money to be able to make people move, and legal consultancies and all that stuff. We cannot really afford all that. Advocate for ourselves, and that's that. So in the state of Colorado, we have very limited communication with business society here. So that's how we feel.
So, Michael, can you tell us what motivates you to be a business owner?
What motivates me to be a business owner is it's financial freedom. Like it's good to be reliable on yourself, especially when you're a young family. It's hard while you don't have grandparents taking care of your children. So we like to be independent, and it's bring a lot of help, into our lives, and particular me. Uh, I work whenever I want. I do things separately without demand, like no pressure on my side, and I don't have to worry about it to get fired. So that's what's drive me to be a business owner.
In your work with the drivers, have you seen your work have an impact on these drivers and, to improve their quality of life, like you're talking about as a business owner, you're in control of your life, your finances, what you accomplish, and now you're giving back to your community and working with these drivers. So can you share how you feel you're helping them, or how the community, the people watching this video, can help you guys?
Yeah, we do a lot of pushback, with Lyft and Uber, and that's what I do. I feel like I should be doing what I can, like just to help with with the little English that I have. Even though English is a second language for me, but I know enough to be able to claim my right and fight back. And also we give people a hope. This our community is a multi, ethnic society, and we all stick together because we live in the same neighborhood. And also some of us worship together, and also we feel the same way. That's why I volunteer.
Okay, is there anything that you want our listeners to know that could potentially help you and the other drivers? And do you want to give us your number for your business? So if they want to reach you for a ride, they could call you, since you said you provide 24-hour service. And how do they schedule? Yeah, just explain that whole process. How about a schedule a ride and what we can do to support
You can just
you and the drivers?
all you have to do is just let me know ahead of the time, like 2 to 3 days ahead. And the number will be 720-589-8384. We have Square, we have all that form of legal payments, so we can always give you a receipt, or whatever you desire to, and we take cash too.
What do you wish people knew behind the scenes about being a driver? It's not just jumping in the car and going to pick up someone, right?
Yeah, being a driver is like a police officer type of work. It could be very dangerous sometimes with strangers. a lot of people face discrimination, which is there's no law to it. At the same time, we deal with all different things that anybody who can deal with tough type of work. It's not just a simple job as people think. It could be risky, sometimes, especially at night. We ran into people that are under influence or criminal people that might wanted to take your car or all different type of crime in the city. So we're like transponders, like first we are front, just like police officer. That's how we feel like it's dangerous, but we like what we do on the same time.
Okay, I guess our final question would be, if someone was interested in starting a limo business or just being a driver, what would your advice be to them to get started and the things they need to consider?
Yeah, get your LLC number first, and then get registered with PUC and insurance, commercial insurance, and also make sure your car, fit with the description of PUC. That's pretty much, it's very easy to do it. It's just sometimes the insurance is too high, and it set people back because it's when you look at it, you're new into business, and then you're gonna, and then you met with all that financial barriers, Those are the things that these guys are facing. A lot of people they have the skills, but they have no access.
Okay. Thank you, Michael, for talking with us, and we'll be following up with you in the future to see how we might be able to advocate for better insurance rates for drivers so that it's more affordable, working with our partners down at the Capitol. So thank you again.
It's my pleasure. Thank you. Appreciate that.